Beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn 5 basics of PowerPoint slide making. But first of all, I want to say that this video is going to be a little bit long, so sit back, relax, and please watch this full tutorial without skipping any sections. So let's go. So first of all, these are the topics I'm gonna cover in this video: how to insert background, how to color them, how to embed fonts, and how to format the text and colors, how to choose the colors, and how to use the eyedropper tool, and how to insert shapes and make this kind of icons, and how to work with the transitions. So our first topic is background. To insert your background, you have to have a new fresh blank slide. Then go to design tab. Under design tab you can have these options in the ribbon. There are some predefined templates given into PowerPoint. You can see I am hovering over this, the templates. These are the templates available. You can use it, but we are not going to use these templates. We are going to make our own. Let's say go to format background. These are the options available for format background: solid fill, gradient fill, picture fill, pattern fill. Let's see one by one. First of all, solid. If you click on solid fill, you can see they are asking you to have the color. You can choose any color from here. Like I'm choosing this color because this is our background color. You can see. So this is how you can insert solid fill. You can have the transparency also. Then click on gradient fill, so you can have the gradient filling in your presentation. These are some preset gradients. You can use this with they have given with colors also. Like if you want to choose this, then you can have the gradient type also, like linear, radial, rectangular. Let's say radial. These are the gradient stops. If you move this, you can see the gradient is changing. You can change the color also. You can change the color of gradient stops, and you can also delete this. But click on this and click this or delete, press delete to delete. You can have these colors. Let's say you can change the gradient stops colors. Click on the gradient stop and change this color to this. You can see the color is changing. Then you can set the direction also, like I'm choosing from center. You can see this is the gradient. You can also have the transparency of also, and you can increase the brightness of your color. So these are the options available with the gradient fill. Then you can insert pictures as a background. You can set pictures as a background. Let's say click on this picture and or texture fill, then click on under picture source. You can see this insert on clipboard. So go to insert. Then I'm browsing a file from my PC. I'm picking this picture. Boom. You can see the picture is applied as a background. So this is how you can insert pictures. You can have the direction. You can have the tile picture as a picture. I am inserting this. You can have the transparency also. There are some given textures which are not so suitable, so I'm not using it. Then you can have the coordination of your pictures. You can work with it. You can rotate. Then go to pattern fill. You can have some pattern fill in your presentation slide. Like you can have, there are some predefined patterns. You can use this, like I'm choosing this. Then you can have the foreground and background color also. You can change them. Like let's say this, I'm picking this color. You can see this. This is the pattern fill. You can change the background color also. Currently this background color is white, so you can see this background color is white. If you change this to green, you can see the difference. Everything is green. So this is how pattern fill works. You can use this, you have to explore it by yourself. Then let's say hide background graphics. To apply this you have to have some predefined templates. Let's say choose this template. You can see this template is applied to our presentation slide, every presentation slide you can see. So if you want to remove any particular slide, you have to if you want to remove this graphics or this design in a particular slide, go to the slide and go to design, then format background and click on this hide background graphics. You can see the designing or the graphics is removed from this current slide, but the another slides the graphics is available. So if you want to hide this, you can check this, you can check this, you can see the graphics is removed. So I'm undoing all this, I don't need this graphics. So this is our fresh background. You can insert pictures, your text into this slide and design your own slide. So this is how you can work with the background. And then let's say embedding fonts, how we can insert or how we can install fonts into our PowerPoint presentation. So let's see the video. So in that video I have explained how to install the fonts into your PowerPoint presentation file. So let's apply this. Go to shape, or you can have the text box, or let's say Word. I'm choosing this. So this is the text box. You can select this text box, Ctrl A to select all. You can change this text field, go to format, select the text box, go to format, then go to text field. You can change this text field, like I'm choosing this color. You can see this color has been changed. Then you can have you can change the font also. Select this whole text, then go to home tab. Then under home tab you can see these sections, click on this. You can change this font, like I am choosing that font. So yep, this is the Javata font. So this is our text box. So you have to use there are some, I have given some fonts. Usually these fonts are most popular fonts used in our presentation file. You can download these fonts from these two websites called thefont.com and fontsquirrel.com. Every link is in the description. you can check this. So I have some categories. These fonts are bold font and these fonts are light font. You can use this. Bold fonts are actually used in let's say heading type. You can, if you see this font, I'm selecting this text. You can see this font is written in heavy text font. This is heavy text font. Then this is impact font. I'm clicking this. You can see this is Monstrate Black. Then this is TW Senmet condensed extra bold. So these fonts are used in a heading type, or you can have some other font like Leto Black. Then there are some light version of Leto like Simple Leto, then Melgan Gothic. So these are the fonts you can use in your presentation. These are commonly used and these are my popular. These are very popular and these are my favorite also. I usually use these fonts in my presentation file. So everything is up to you. You can use this according to your presentation criteria. So our next topic is colors and eyedropper tool. So let's see. You have to choose colors according to your presentation criteria. You have to choose colors because color is most important thing, because color combination matters. If you see this slide, the background is black and the yellow color is emphasized differently in this slide. You can, if you see these shapes and these colors are matched properly and it suits our eyes very properly. It doesn't affect the color is not too much eye popping. You have to choose this type of variant color or this type of soft gradient color into your presentation slide. It will attract people and keep the attention of your audience. So let's see how to pick this color in different shapes. So I am taking a new slide and removing this dummy text and choosing our background. We go to format background, then choosing this color. So let's say insert some shapes to have the color. So the basic I am inserting some shapes. So these are the shapes available. Then click the shape, go to format, then you can have the shape fill. Click on shape fill. You can see these colors are available. You can change this color of this shape fill. Then you can have this shape outline, no outline. You can see this is a clean shape and this is the color. You can also change this shape, select this shape, go to format, go to shape fill and set this color. Go to shape outline, say no outline. If you click on shape fill, you can see there are some other options available. You can change the shape into a picture. You can have the gradient fill. If you click on this is the gradient fill. If you click this, I am hovering over these colors. You can see the gradient presets. Then you can have some textures which is not so cool. Then you can see this eyedropper tool. We are going to discuss this eyedropper tool in this video. So let's see what is eyedropper tool. If you want to use eyedropper tool, you have to have some colors available. Let's say I am choosing this shape. I'm pasting this picture. So this is the picture. Then if you want to change this color to this, or let's say circle, if you change this color, then select this select this shape, then go to format, then shape fill, then pick the eyedropper tool. It picks a color. When you click on eyedropper tool, you can see the mouse cursor is changed to eyedropper. Then take it to that color and click on that color. You can see boom, the color has been applied into this shape. Then let's say change this shape. You can right click on it or you can go to format also. I'm right clicking on it, go to fill, then pick the eyedropper tool, then click on it. You can see boom, this color has been applied. Let's say take some another shapes to make you understand properly. holding shift key I am dragging this. If you hold the shift key, the shape will draw perfectly, so you have to use this shift button. Then click on go to format, or you can right click on it, then fill, pick the eyedropper tool, then hover this color and click on it. Boom. So this is the eyedropper tool, you can use this. So let's say take some another shapes, like, so let's make this logo with the shapes and eyedropper tool. And another shape, go to insert, holding shift key I am dragging this shape, then go to shape fill or right click on it, then go to fill, then pick the eyedropper tool, then pick this color, go to shape outline, I am choosing this color as an outline, click on this shape. You can also have the outline color, and you can also have the outline weight. You can, if you click on this shape outline, then under eyedropper tool you can have this weight. I am setting this 3 pt. You can see, select the shape and right click on it, go to outline, then have the weight of 3 pt. You can change the outline, click on it, you can change the outline. So in this icon the outline is another color, so to pick this color I'm choosing this eyedropper tool and picking this color. You can see, then select the shape, pick the eyedropper tool. So yep, this is, go to outline, then pick the eyedropper tool and have this color, go to outline and have this weight of 3 pt, go to outline and have the weight of 3 pt and the color. So yep, this is our shapes. Our shapes is ready. Then we have to insert a rectangle and circle, square and circle. So this is our square. I have to change the color of this square, so go to select this, go to format, go to shape fill, pick the eyedropper tool and pick the color, go to shape outline, pick the color of this outline, then have the weight of, I'm increasing the outline like this, then bring these shapes to front, right click on it, then bring to front, then you can see these shapes are on this. Then you have to insert a circle, if you see that the shape is getting behind this, so send it to back. You can see now it is going to back. Then go to format, shape fill, pick the eyedropper tool and pick this color, and go to shape outline, say no outline. So this is the pictures. Then select all these shapes and right click on it, then group, or you can say Ctrl G to group, then select this circle and select this shape, Ctrl G, group. So our icon is ready. We have created an icon with these shapes and eyedropper tool. So that's very easy and simple. You have to choose, you have to work with it, and you have to practice all this in your home. So everything is so easy and so simple. And if you want to ungroup these elements, select these elements and Ctrl Shift G ungroup, or you can right click on it I'm undoing this action. Right click on it and group, select group to group. You can see these elements are now ungrouped. And select these two shapes and Ctrl G, group. So this is our icon. You can create your own icons with these shapes and eyedropper tools. It's very useful and everything is customizable. So let's see the transitions. To have the transition, you have to have some slides into your presentation file. So we have these slides into our presentation file. So let's apply transition effects in this slide. Go to apply this, go to transition. You can have various type of transition effect into your PowerPoint presentation installed, but this morph transition will be not available if you are using under 2019 version. So it will be not available in under 2019 version. It will be available only Microsoft 365 or 2019 version or the latest version of Microsoft PowerPoint. So it's better to use 2019 or the latest version. So let's see the transition effect, how it works. If you click on this slide and go to transition and click on fade effect, you can see the fade effect has been applied. Then click to go to next slide. I'm choosing this, I'm decorating this. This is an icon and I'm inserting this icon. Ctrl X to cut, Ctrl V. I'm inserting this icon. So this is another slide. Then click on this slide, then go to transition. Then you can have some another transition effect like push. You can see this is the transition. There are various type of funny transition effects like honeycomb. You can say blind, checkboard, dissolve. You can see this origami type. This is airplane, page curl. So these are some effects you can use in your presentation file, but careful about that because every transition is not suitable in professional presentation, like you are giving in a big window with huge amount of audience. It is better to use simple transition effect like fade and cut effect. You can see I'm holding the slideshow. So it is better to use simple transition effect into a PowerPoint presentation. So that much for today's video. I hope you have learned something new in this video. If you have learned something new, please like this video and share this video with your friends also, and subscribe to my channel to have this type of tutorial regularly.